Welcome here everybody, Tim the Blacksmith. This is part 3 of our thermite ring project. Part 1, we got to set off 12 pounds of thermite. Super fun, burns at 4,000 degrees. If you haven't seen that, check it out. Part 2, started machining the thermite. This piece here completely blew up on me in the mill. Today, part 3, checking that out, restarting. Gonna do it a little bit different, not gonna be machining, going back to the old angle grinder and file, carve this thing out. Not gonna waste any time, let's get right into it. Welcome here, glad you're here, let's go. Okay, I'm wheeling and dealing here. This is our chunk cut out. Gonna find some shims, shim it up, make this thing happen. Triple speed, quad triple speed. We gotta get this done. Okay, so I just got it machined parallel down to my thickness. Now I'm gonna just quickly do the layout for the hole, get the hole in there, jump back on this thing. Okay, got this piece ready to go for drilling. So I'm just kind of playing with it here a little bit on my hand. It's pretty gnarly big right now, so I'm not quite sure about the edges, if I want to keep them that thick or maybe take them down a little further, but I'm definitely going to take the top down, reduce that a little bit. I want it to be big, look aggressive, but not like huge, you know? So I'm going to start cleaning the top up. Hopefully this isn't going to be illegal like a brass knuckle, you know? It's just a ring. If you had one on each finger, you'd have a brass knuckle, except it'd be thermite knuckles. Wah, 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 wah. Is that illegal? Have big rings?
To have big rings?
Yeah, big rings. Illegal? Good. Okay, so here is the ring, and I was actually able to do a lot more sanding on the belt sander than I thought I was going to be able to. I'm actually not that good of a belt sander, getting my angles and stuff tidied up, but it's decent. So now we're going to start hand sanding 220, work through our progression of grits. I'll go like, kind of like, and then you can whip out Okay, so I'm just finishing up with the 600 grit, and that's as high as I'm going to take it. And then if you've seen the flashlight build we did, Everyday Carry, we did this etch and then super blue finish on it, and I thought it'd be super cool to do that on this. It's basically my favorite finish, except it won't be Damascus, so there won't be any pattern in it. But the etch makes it kind of feel like a satin type of finish. Feels so good, and I think that would be just super cool because you'll be able to just touch that all day and fiddle with it, you know? So I'm going to get the ring off, and then let's get this thing cleaned up and put it in some etchant. Looking forward to seeing how this looks. Going in. Okay. So I don't think we're going to see any pattern on this, but you never know. We're just going to keep etching it. Going to let it sit for... Oh, there is definitely a pattern. Oh, dude. Dude. That is awesome. Okay, that is so cool. Was not expecting that. That is sweet. Okay, so it's been in here, it hasn't been quite 10 minutes. This is insane. I did not expect this to happen with the etching, to get such incredible, like, surface color texture. Just the material, it's totally cool. I am now super torn about going additional with the plum, or the gun blue, or just leave it like this, because such a cool finish right now. I'm just so excited. I can't believe that. Just really pumped that the thermite material etched, that it shows it, so that we know when you look at it, you're like, oh, what is that? So what a cool surprise at the end of this project. I think I'm gonna leave it. On the flashlight build we did, I etched it super hard, and then we had all the grain from the cable sticking up. And that really shone up nice, but I don't feel like that's going to be the case here. While that also, just looking at the pattern of it, I think that gives clear indication of sort of the problem with why the material didn't bond well, is it's like huge chunks of different colors So it looks like maybe it didn't mix well or bond well, kind of in blotches, and that makes sense why it's so. I'm gonna do a little bit more with the ferric chloride, and we might just get some coffee going, instant coffee, and do a little bit in there too, just to see what we can get out of this material. Never used it before, so kind of a fun time to play, right? So I'm just gonna whip up a super mean batch of instant coffee here to just see if I can get the etch to crispen up a little bit more. Put it in there, let her sit for a while, see what happens. So excited about how this is looking. Definitely looking forward to getting the recipe figured out a little bit better for the thermite, playing with that for some other projects, especially now that I know you get a cool etch out of it, just makes it a lot sweeter. And I guess this is gonna be pretty much it for me today. Thanks so much for watching, super appreciative of it. If you haven't subscribed, please do. And also hit that bell notification, because we're just cranking out the videos right now as fast as we can. And the upload schedule is a little bit wonky, but if you get that bell notification signed up, then you'll get notified every time we launch something. We are just gonna do a little bit more work on this thing, and then we're gonna set you up to get some close-ups and take a look at it. So we will see you on the next video. Thanks for watching. So I was just looking at the ring here, and then on the table I had this flashlight we built, this Damascus flashlight out of cable. And this is one of those things that's so cool. It's unplanned, but when you're the same designer, you kind of just, your pieces look similar to a degree. And look at this. I don't know if you can see that. It's the same peak on the top, kind of five-sided, even though this is not a pentagon. But there's this huge continuity, so it's super cool carrying the flashlight, and the ring just kind of matches, right? Anyways, cool point. If you haven't checked out this build, highly recommend it. It's probably one of my favorite builds we've done on the channel. I'll link it up here or at the end of the video, whichever makes sense. Anyways, thought you might like that. Have a good one.